The IRIS radio system is the world's first fully integrated digital tactical command, control, and communication system. One of the IRIS radios Canadian soldiers use is the radio set ANPRC 521. The ANPRC 521 is a handheld, battery-operated VHF FM radio that provides tactical voice and data communications between 30 and 88 megahertz. It has 14 channels, each capable of single or dual frequency operation, which means it can transmit on one frequency and receive on another. The transmitter operates with nominal ranges of 500 meters at low power and 3 kilometers at high power. The 521 has a number of important operating features. Its transmission time can be pre-programmed. It can be operated in whisper mode for quiet operation. It can be operated in secure and non-secure or clear mode. It can duplicate its own operating information into another radio. This is called cloning. It is equipped with an embedded crypto card and carries the Controlled Cryptographic Item, or CCI, label. It can receive a change to the crypto keys by over-the-air rekeying, or OTAR. The components of the 521 are the transceiver, the battery, the short antenna, the long blade antenna, the headset microphone, and the carrying harness. The transceiver has a number of controls, connectors, and indicators. On top, you'll see an amber and green LED, a combined volume and on-off switch, a numbered 14-channel switch, a mode switch with letter markings, the clear and zero eyes mechanical lock, a high-low power switch, an audio connector, an antenna connector. On the side, you'll find a press-to-talk or PTT switch for crypto loading and cloning, a squelch override switch, the battery release, a CCI label, and a side connector for crypto key loading and cloning. Protective dust covers are provided for connectors and the LEDs. The radio is powered by either a rechargeable nickel-cadmium battery or a non-rechargeable lithium battery. This is the short antenna. Longer-range communications require the long blade antenna with an antenna matching unit, or AMU, and a gooseneck. This antenna is not designed to be dismantled. The headset microphone can be worn on the right or left ear under a helmet. It has a press-to-talk, or PTT switch on the cable. The carrying harness has compartments for the transceiver, a spare battery, and antennas. There are also tightening straps, cover flaps, and a removable shoulder strap and waist belt. Before assembling the radio, examine all the components, connectors, plugs, and switches for loose screws, damage, bent pins, dirt, and wear and tear. Refer to the radio set ANPRC 521 operations instructions for detailed preventative operator maintenance. To assemble the radio, attach the battery by matching the center stud on the battery to the contact on the transceiver body and turning it clockwise until it snaps into place with a distinct click. Now, slide the transceiver and battery into the carrying harness with the control switches facing outwards. Connect the headset microphone by correctly aligning the plug in the audio connector and secure by rotating the outside ring 1/4 turn clockwise. To attach either antenna, grasp it by the base and turn clockwise until snug. Using any other part of the antenna could break its internal connections. Check that the Velcro cover fits firmly over the control switches. Put the spare battery connector first on top of the battery release flap. Press it in place and snap the cover flap over the battery. If you are stowing the blade antenna, loosely fold it. Do not crease, twist, or crimp the blade. Put the unused antenna in the side compartment and secure with the strap. Non-secure operation of the 521 involves 3 activities. The personality and frequency fill, which can be done by the interface unit or by cloning one radio to another. The power-up test. And transmitting and receiving non-secure voice messages. To operate, the radio must have a personality and frequency fill. This sets channel frequencies, squelch levels, transmitter timeout, and the radio's cloning ability. There are 2 ways to fill the radio with personality and frequencies. One is with a data terminal loaded with the fill, which is passed to the radio through an interface unit. The second method is by cloning from one radio to another. Cloning is the act of copying the personality and frequency fill from one radio to another. You will need a cloning cable, which has distinctive white bands. Attach the rectangular connector to the side connector of the originating radio. Ensure the plug locator pin is at the bottom. Tighten the center locking screw until snug. Connect the other end of the cable to the audio connector of the radio to be cloned. Set the volume switches on both radios to 1 and the mode switches to clear. The green LED on the originating radio will light. To start cloning, press and release the side PTT switch on the originating radio. During cloning, the green LED on the originating radio flashes and then stays lit when cloning is completed. Switch off both radios and disconnect the cable. To confirm that the fill or cloning is complete, reconnect the headset microphone and communicate between the 2 radios. A power-up test must be performed to confirm the radio is functional. Set the channel switch to an assigned channel, the mode switch to clear or CLR.